Welcome back. It is Thanksgiving Day 2025, November 27th. Didn't hunt this morning. Got lots of snow. Munchy out, so I decided that I hadn't been feeling good for a couple weeks that I would stay inside. But the cameras need batteries, so I skip out. It's about 9:30. We'll run out and replace batteries in 3 of the cameras because we're not getting any action, not knowing what's going on at the lease. And that's all because I don't have any cameras that are working. Well, I got cameras that are working, but 3 of the prime ones are dead. So that's the dilemma today. I'm running a new app for the camera. I'm running a split screen right now, so it's a little challenging for me to figure out which way I'm supposed to be looking at the camera. Is it there? There? Okay. So I'm almost there. I'm gonna get jammed up here into a snow drift and call it a place to park. And then here in a minute, we'll be back out in the woods. We're gonna replace a couple camera batteries, 3 of them, and hopefully not have to shovel to get back out and get home and get helping with Thanksgiving dinner. Okay. Here, still trying this new app. As you can tell, I got my road ID or my road mic right here. We're gonna see if I'm walking through the snow, if I can get good audio out of it. Pretty day. There's tracks around, lots of deer sign, and that's good. So kind of help figure out what was going on, where the deer were going. Of course, it's winter, so it's changed, but we're gonna look. Not a bad day out. Didn't put bibs on, just put my warm jacket on. So we'll see how it goes. Don't expect to see anything today because this is more of a deer camera battery day. I'm going to test out this app and then test out the mics. See if I can't get the crunchy snow out of the background or just how well it works. I figured maybe if I start working on getting my crap together for next year, I'll be prepared for next year. So we'll see how it goes. And I don't know, can I zoom in with this app? Oh, I can. Can I zoom out with that app? No, okay. Sorry, I'm pinching the screen to see if I can zoom in or out. So I can zoom in or out on the snow part of it. I can't zoom out on the selfie part of it, which, that's okay. I'm ugly enough on a big screen. No need in making me bigger. All right, we'll keep trudging on. All right, I'm walking around. Got this camera. This one's got all the action on it. So we got that one replaced. Now we're off this way to the west. I'm going to replace the one called the Ridge. Lots of deer sign in here. Kind of stupid I waited so long for replace the batteries, but it's been prime hunting. And it was rifle season, and we don't do a lot of rifle hunting here. This is the first year Will and I have had a rifle that's legal here because this is a restricted area. So I didn't want to come in here and screw everything all up by replacing batteries. But in turn, by not wanting to replace batteries, they died. And once they died, then we lost all our scouting. So, you know, it's hard to tell if there's deer moving in here or not moving in here. So it was kind of a double-edged sword. Come in here and sent the place up and maybe screwed up for this weekend. You know, because we hadn't been coming out, because we haven't been seeing any deer. You're not going to see any deer if the cameras are dead, so yeah. So we'll see how this goes. Had a hard time finding that first camera, which is normal for me, because for some reason, man, I can't spot them things to save my butt. And if I had William with me, William seems to be able to see the things 400 yards away. So, I don't know. So there's my tree stand there. And I got a pop-up blind set up over in that area. I can't see it right now, but when I did see it, I could tell that the roof was collapsed. So while I'm out here, I'm gonna fix that real quick too. So I shouldn't have any problem finding this next camera. This next camera is the one that I call the ridge, because that's the ridge. This is the way the deer came that I shot. So okay, I'll be back. All right, pop-up blind is taken care of. It's in rough shape. Everything's looking good in the swamp. Lots of deer action between here and my tree stand. So I got that taken care of. So I got 2 more cameras to go, and they are not far apart. It's kind of hard to get used to this app because I got to hold the phone so far out to get my face on the other side in case I want to use it. Right there's the other camera. Lots of deer sign through in here. So for me, there's this blowed down trees right through here, as you can see. And that's my deer had to make the choice which way to go. The doe went around the bottom of this. Went around the bottom here. Well, this is all blowed down through here. So my deer, the deer I ended up shooting, ended up going around the top of that. And I was sitting just on the other side there. So, I don't know. I guess I didn't realize how cold it is out. Didn't dress like I was going to be out here. That first camera threw me off. I was off. Well, originally I was within 20 yards of it, but I didn't see it. There's my stand off into the back there. Here's the next camera, the ridge. Let's get her done. So yeah, my deer would have come off this ridge. And this is all I'm at the top of the blowdowns here. The doe would have went that way around. My deer come around right through here. Right in through here. Now my trail camera, I just replaced the batteries, is right there. So about the first I saw the deer was right here, and I was sitting right there. And then that tag, pink tag, you can see right there. Right there is how close the deer was when I shot him. Ran off over into there, so. I just got a warning that the blowdown battery is low, which I just replaced. I think I got a bad battery. So, good thing is that's an easy one to get to. Not hard to find. So, I'll get home and charge up these other 3 batteries, and I guess I'll be back out. Probably Saturday morning. We might hunt Saturday morning. If that happens, I'll replace it Saturday morning. So, I think for right now, that's That's probably the end of the changing of the camera battery video. I might try an outro in the car just to test this mic out. I relocated the camera holder in my car on the windshield, so maybe I can get a little better video of what's outside the car and get a little better video of me. So I'll probably try that too. You know, like I said, this was just going to be a video just to use for editing, and I'll probably never make YouTube because it's probably be one of the most boring videos ever, but we'll see how I feel once I get feelings back in my fingers. It's colder out here than I thought it was. It's 20 degrees and I didn't put any warm clothes on and bare hands. So yeah, apparently at almost 60 years old, I haven't learned a damn thing. But hey, I'm outside and I'm having a good time. Huh, I wonder if those are bear claw marks. I doubt it, but whatever. All right, see you in a bit. All right, just left the property in the car, set it up. Kind of a pain because the hood's right in the video, which, I mean, I can take care of that afterwards in post-process, but I think I want to move it up. The problem is if I move it up, then it's right in my vision. So I think finding a good camera for the cell phone, at least, is going to be something I need to do if I'm going to do this kind of video, you know, on the road kind of stuff. Now, I still do have my Rode mic right here. See how that does. Hang on, it's going to get scratchy, but I think I'm going to turn it around. I'm going to put the clip on the outside of the mic on the inside. And one of my curiosities is I see a lot of guys hunting have these, and it makes great audio. You can cut a lot of the background noise out, but the problem, I think, is guys moving. Start shuffling your clothes around a little bit, and then you know, I hear a lot of guys with their mics and they're rubbing on stuff. I don't know, rubbing on their throats, rubbing on another shirt, you know, or what they're rubbing on. But that was really annoying to me, so I'm trying to learn from them. Like PJ would say, 1%. So I'm trying to learn a little bit better microphone. I might as well learn that stuff now while I can, and then hopefully I've got it dialed in. Lots of geese flying today. They've cut the corn around here to the west of me, which is the way I'm driving. Ahead of us, a half mile, and then to the left of the screen is a big wastewater treatment facility. So there's lots of geese in that area. And there's also a golf course right in here. So, I mean, whoops, sorry. This isn't trying to do this so I can see, and it's not working. I can't. I zoomed in too far. So that's another disadvantage of YouTube with a cell phone. You know, you don't have real good control over it like you got a full body camera, but I think it looks a little bit better for the vision of me, which nobody wants to see me, but I think that looks a little bit better. Hopefully you can't see all the crap in the back of my car, because come hunting season, it's just a mess. Kind of like when rally season comes, everything is really, really organized for the first couple hours, and then after that it's got to go, so you just throw it in there, got to get going, got to do things, so things kind of come a disarray, and I'm trying to kind of cut that out too to make the videos look a little bit better. So I think today, if I learn how this microphone is working, how the audio turned out with the one mic, that'll be great. And then also, if I need to mess around and find a good place to mount this camera. I flipped it and mounted it high on the thing, but it won't adjust very well. So I think, you know, Christmas is just around the corner. I probably won't do a lot of videotaping over the winter. But it is something that before deer season, or before I get too much more involved in doing this kind of on the road blog style video, I need to find a camera holder. I mean, I like the camera holder. It's just I can't adjust it enough, left, right, up, down, those kind of things, to get the mount out of it. Like right now, the mount's out of it. You can't see the mount, but you can see the hood. So, I mean, I guess my other option would be, oh, that was real rocket science there. So there's my 1% for the day. So I just zoom in a tad, zoom in enough, I'm over the hood, can't see it. So good, lesson learned. I'm going to write that down in my book. I try to write little things down to jog my memory, so next year I'll just read through it and look at it and go like, hey, don't do this, it didn't work. Hey, do this, it worked. You know, dig deeper into this, try this next time instead of this. I try to do those kind of things. So that way the lessons I learned this year, I don't have to relearn next year because I forgot all about that. I'd already learned them or something. So that zoom in will take care of that mount problem. So that's good. It's out of my line of sight, so I can drive safe. It's not over an airbag or something like that, so I don't have to worry about that. It looks like it's getting good video. It looks like it's getting decent video of me. Might be a little bit low, might be a little bit far, but that camera is using the selfie, so I don't have a choice but to, you know, I can't zoom in on me. I could do that in post, but again, who wants to see the guy driving and talking? Normally you want to see what's going on in the other camera. So be interesting to see how this works. Interested to see how the audio is now, because now I've got the other stuff. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to shut up for talking for a little while. The roads, you can tell, are icy and crunchy and munchy. So I'm just going to drive with this mic on me, and then that'll give me a little opportunity maybe to get into DaVinci Resolve and see what I can do with background noise, you know, if I've got wind noise or that kind of stuff. Maybe I don't. This mic, I think, is going to be fabulous. So I'm going to shut up here for 10-15 seconds, and that'll give me something to edit with in the audio side. All right, I think that's going to wrap it up. Again, this video is probably never going to make it to YouTube, but if for some crazy chance it does, thanks for coming along with today's adventures. I hope your fingers didn't get as cold as mine. The feeling is back in my trigger finger, so that's good. Years of ice fishing without a glove. You know, I used to cut the fingertip off that glove so I could feel the line better. You know, when you're pounding crappie with 2-pound test, I wanted to be able to feel everything. So I'd cut the finger off my right trigger finger, I call it, pointer finger. And over that years, it'd get frostbite every year, frostbite every year, whatever, you know, nip, whatever you want to call it technically. You fish through it until you can't feel it anymore. And when you can't feel it anymore, it doesn't make sense to use it. So then you'd warm it up until you could get feeling again, and that's really it's got some side effects. Like today, all my fingers were cold, but my right trigger finger was numb, so there's a lesson. Play dumb games and get dumb prizes, but man, we used to hammer the fish. So, all right, I'm gonna shut this thing down because this is going on the longest, dumbest video probably ever produced, so it'll give me something to work with over the winter. So happy Thanksgiving, and we'll see maybe Saturday morning. I'd like to get out Saturday morning and sit in the woods, see what I can come up with. So I got some doe tags to fill, got a buck tag to fill. We'll see how the cameras are working. So if not, nothing else, I'll get out and replace that junk battery that I just put back into the blowdown camera, which is right where I shot my deer. So I had a feeling it was bad, but I was too stupid to mark the bad battery. But that's all right, because if I was going to put a bad battery out today, that would be right where I'd want to put it, because it's literally like 25 yards off the edge of the road. So minimal damage, you know, getting in and out. Not a whole lot of scent problems, you know, doesn't screw things up. Those other ones were 150, 200 yards off the road, so that could really get in and stink it up a little bit. So, all right, well, thanks again for coming along. Hope you enjoyed it. I had fun. It was good to get out in the woods. Now I'm going to get home and see what I can't do to help in the kitchen for Thanksgiving this afternoon, and go Packers!